Hi everyone, Sam from Grand Banks here, and today Tom Buckley joins me. Tom is the newest addition to the Grand Banks team, and Tom comes to the team with a deep knowledge for European window products and a passion for sustainable building. So Tom, can you please start us off by just quickly introducing yourself and how you found yourself as part of our team?
Thanks, Sam. I've been in the window business a long time, architectural millwork, and 2018 I ended up in Europe touring some window factories.
Awesome.
And I was just so impressed with European technology and their passion about sustainability and energy consumption. And I just took the bull by the horns. I came back to the United States and I started working for a small company repping these European windows.
Okay.
And the glitch was great products. There was a lack in the service.
Sure.
And I always thought that a small company with a commitment to service and customer relationships would be a great bond. And I ended up at Grand Banks.
Yeah.
Nate Campbell had been at the same company, came over here, and we now have a team working with European windows at Grand Banks, and it certainly takes takes a team.
Yeah.
We need a complete support network of our estimating department, but it's the follow up. It's the thing that is lacking in the industry, and so we have great products. We have a great team approach about relationships, doing what it takes to get the job done, and communication, building those relationships. So, here today, a lot of potential. We have some great projects going on. So,
and we're certainly happy to have you part of this team. And just quickly for everyone, so we're all on the same page here. When you say European windows, what does that mean? Well, what are the 5 things that our clients, as European windows move towards this market, that we should be listening for that makes them so distinct?
Well, people think about European windows and they're synonymous with triple glazing, and they often are, because it just gives us the best energy results.
Triple glazing, 3 panes of glass.
3 panes of glass. They use a different approach to the spacer bars in between. They have government officials standing in assembly lines, checking the argon gas infusion. It's all about thermal bridging and making the envelope of these buildings as tight as possible, and saving on the energy cost. And a byproduct of that is also the soundproofing, aside from saving energy.
Right.
But they look at this, the building technology today it's a building science. We just don't haphazardly throw some products up and hope for the best. There's an approach to this from the ground up to the very top, and windows play a huge role in achieving these results.
Right. And what we're seeing with these European windows, and it's not only European windows, but we do see a lot of European windows in this passive house movement. Right. And that's something that I think really you and Grand Banks aligned with, was this passion for sustainable building, for just being aware of the materials we're putting into our home and how that impacts our environment and our future and our children's future.
Right.
So just tell me about your involvement in sustainable building as a whole, not just passive house.
First of all, let's demystify the whole thing. Let's keep it simple.
Yeah.
Get rid of the intimidation factor that you don't have to be a scientist to be able to achieve these results.
Right.
You can be a carpenter, take some certification classes, and get it done, whether it's on a residential level or a commercial level. And, we have the products to do that, whether it's a wood triple glaze, UPVC, and the price points. I mean, we can compete with any window in the world as far as price point. People ask, what's the upcharge to go to passive house? If you have experience, you can be 3 to 5% and reap the benefits starting in day one. You don't have to load up the rooftop with solar panels. This is about making an energy efficient envelope, and the windows being a crucial part of that.
And with passive house, there's a lot of incentives. Even if you don't reach passive house, I hear there's a lot of incentives just for trying.
We have had such advocacy in the state of Massachusetts and North America by some local folks, and because of that, Mass Save is giving people all kinds of money. To just approach the passive house concept. They'll pay for your consultant up front. They'll pay for so much per unit. So at the end, it can really turn the tables whether you're going to do this or not.
Sure.
So it's great incentives.
Right.
We're involved with that. We like to educate people. And the whole passive house movement, you know, we're up here in the North Shore, and a lot of the epicenter of passive house is based around Boston.
Yeah.
And we'd like to bring some training and advocacy for the whole passive house movement up here. So hopefully Grand Banks, once we get past this pandemic era, and
start doing some education in person again, and back to normal. And it certainly sounds like we could sit here, maybe talk for a couple hours on passive house and European stuff.
Absolutely.
But for today, thank you for taking the time to quickly introduce yourself. As always, guys, we're here Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. We are here to be an education source for you, a resource center for your clients, and the obvious building supplies. So we'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Dan.